said lift off early. I'm so embarrassed, even though I just embarrassed myself by saying I did that. Hi, everyone. Hi. My name's Hannah Parker. And is my mic working?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Hi, my name's Hannah Parker. I am one of the pirates of Blue Shark Friends. And happy Labor Day! Josie told me it's Labor Day. It's supposed to be my day off. And I said, no, it's Labor Day. We have to work towards our liberation of our labor now. I know, that's totally not healthy at all. But we didn't do this yesterday. I didn't want to skip this week because we're trying to get back into the rhythm of things. But also, kudos to Josie for working extremely hard and making progress on our Kickstarter. Like, so much progress. Oh my god, that was the third thing I wanted to do. I wanted to show off some of our Kickstarter items.
Well,
That's
you might
okay.
have to run in and get those.
I might have to run in and get those. That's great. That's what lives are for. If you ever wonder if this is scripted. Okay, we're going to talk about three things today. One, show you the work we've done on the Kickstarter page because it looks amazing. Josie did most of it, putting it together, and then we got some feedback from me and from Rachel. Just so good. And if I ever say a name, you're like, who's that person? Go to bluesharkfriends.com/shiver. That's what it's there for. So let's see. What was the other thing? Okay, so the Kickstarter. And then I'm going to show you some of the Kickstarter items because last time I only was able to show you like 2 items, and now I have all of them right here. And be like, yeah, we're ready. Now we're just like putting the finishing touches on things, which is so cool. So first Kickstarter, didn't know how much of an ordeal it was going to be. It's very big. But we've learned a lot, and we'll be able to do it better next time. Then, after those two, I want to show you our voting system. So, as a reminder from last time, we are doing micro grants for people who are crewmates or deckhands, people within our community. And we had started working on using a voting system that we found called dot storing. And I want to show you what it looks like and how we decided to do democracy. I'd love to see what y'all's thoughts are. So feel free to make comments, etc. Very interested. But yeah, so gonna show you what that looks like. Because it's really cool. And it's really neat having a project to start working on for after our Kickstarter already. But that's been our goal, is with every step we're moving towards the next thing. And I think this has been a really good year for Blue Shark Friends. So, hi. Okay, let's do this. Kickstarter, let's look at the what it looks like. You guys have been hearing us talk about it for like 798 months now. And I want you to be able to see like, hey, it's not in their head, it's real. So, reminder, our main thing that we are selling is we are building people websites for $100. And we have a template. It's really easy. It's really similar to Linktree or one of the Linktree clones. And what we're building that for is as our first iteration of helping people create their own profiles. And Also, we're making the code behind ShiverDoc open source so that anyone can use it to put together their website. And yeah, but if you want us to build it for you, we're charging $100. We have some discounts for people who are crewmates and deckhands if they want to. Crewmates and deckhands is usually free, like that's the perk.
For our partners.
But like for their partners or family members, if they're interested in building one for someone, like
or for our partners.
And but also our discounts are also for our partners, which we have 2 partners, Outfront Magazine out of Colorado, and the Crit Lab out of the University of Michigan. And yeah, so we'll have discounts for y'all. What else? So it's going to be like a dynamic page generator, and we will be able to like teach you how to upload it and whatnot. But one of the things that we also did was we wanted to show people like, hey, we're not just a company, we're a community. And to have a community, I think you need to show 3 things. 1, you should show your community members, like who are your people. And one of the nice things about the internet is that you can have that be anonymous as long as people within your Shiver know who you're talking about. But 2, you show your community building methodology, and that's the Shiver cycle that we've done so much talking about, which you can find at shiverguide.info. That one's up. I'm so excited about it, even though I have an update on it. But shiverguide.info. And then I also think that you should show how your power dynamics work, which is also at shiverguide.info. So those 3 things. Who are your people? How are you building community? What do your power dynamics look like? That's one of the things that makes us very different from most companies, is that we're open about what our power dynamics are. I don't know anywhere else that does that. If I'd seen it, I might have tried to join forces with them instead of build my own company. You know, it's the little things, right? So that said, that's ShiverDoc. That's the main product. But what we really want to show you is our community bazaar. All of these different items that members of our community have come together to build and to sell through this Kickstarter to help us succeed. Like, oh God, it's so humbling having people say, I will work, I will do labor for you in order to make a dream of yours become reality. And it's not enough for us to just have these dreams ourselves. Like, we have to build each other's dreams. So that's what we've been working on, is building each other's dreams. And so much has come out of that. And one of those things is the micro grant proposal, which we'll talk about in a minute. But for now, the community bazaar, what we're going to be selling. I have a confession to make. I broke my phone. There's a white stripe about 3/4 of an inch wide in almost the very center of my phone. So sometimes it's hard for me to see what we're looking at. So Josie's going to give me cues every now and then.
I'm at the product section.
Cool. So this is the products of our community bazaar. We've been talking about this, and this is the part where I'm going to disappear while Josie scrolls through it so that I can get the actual products. And I will be right back. Noah, keep scrolling, Josie. I believe in you. Oh, I made it.
Okay, go back up.
Yay! Okay, so we'll do one at a time. I'll pull them out.
So
I
photography
also
prints first.
opened Sage's box that they sent to us for the first time. I forgot we haven't actually opened it yet. And there's a little note in it. I know. Okay, so the flowers one and our prints. We did test prints. We did test prints. When did we do them? Like a week ago or 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. And they came out really good, and I'm so excited about these. So we will be able to do our prints for the different different items, and I don't know if just Josie's gonna make me show each individual print, but that's okay.
It's worth it.
Okay. I know. Isn't it cool being like, ha, it's real. It's so real. I'm so excited.
Payphone.
Payphone. Thanks. The payphone. Yeah. Told you.
And the next
I
is
broke my phone.
Rachel's buttons.
Rachel's buttons. Thank you, Angel. Okay. Rachel's buttons. Both buttons need the other ones too.
Pretty stuck to the button. I've got buttons.
I have them both. Rachel's buttons. So we have the blackout buttons. This one is me, by the way. It says she tried. But yeah, we have all these different ones, and they're all so good. I don't think there is one that you wouldn't feel like fits you. Earth-shattering girl.
Or somebody you know.
Or somebody you know. Very hungry. And then we also have a section where we're going to do 2 buttons. Actually, we're always doing 2 buttons, right?
The main reward is 2 buttons.
Okay.
But they can order individuals as add-ons.
Oh, that's what it was. So our main reward, 2 buttons, which is you'll get one. I did Earth-shattering girl again. I should update this. Ha! Many cats. I forgot about that one. And a little blue short ribbon. I'm so excited. And that's our buttons.
We have crochet butterflies.
Crochet butterflies. That one's Sage. My favorite thing is that I get to name people, and then you can look them up on our Shiver and go to their personal site. This is super sweet. So Crochet Pets, the little manta rays. I know, this is our first time showing this one.
What?
Isn't it cute?
There are ones that aren't butterflies?
Yeah, there are 2 manta rays.
Okay.
I think they might be for you and me, honestly.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that does make more sense. Yeah. Now I've reread this note 4 times. You should read it. I'm not going to read it on live because I didn't ask before that.
Yeah.
This is so cute. Okay. These are for me and Josie, so love you all, but we're keeping them. The little butterflies. They're actually really big. This is it compared to my face. And you could hang it from your car window. They're beautiful. And they made so many. There's one. There's another one. I can't believe this is our first time showing these because they're so amazing. Okay. But they're all crochet butterflies, and they're beautiful, and they're totally worth it. And I'm just... Sage is so talented. We have little manta rays, Josie.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, I'm putting this on my desk at work.
Okay.
That's where I should put all my shit.
Next is bracelets.
Bracelets. Woo! Guess that was easy to find. Yay! Our big giant bag of bracelets. So open one of them. And these are what Jess Safa made us. They're so pretty. You can get them for your friends. And just be like, this one says fierce. Each pack will contain 3 bracelets. And they've all been handmade. And no AI was involved in that process. Yeah, it was really nice being able to like check the box on Kickstarter that says, hey, did you use AI for anything? And be like, nope. Not at all. But these are the bracelets that Jess Safa made us, and we'll be selling those through our Kickstarter. And this is why we call it a community bazaar, because we want it to feel like you're coming to a space where you're getting to see the beauty and artistic capabilities of our people. And like what our community looks like. I feel like art is one of the best ways to show people who you are. And what better way to show people who our community is than to show them the art that our community makes. Pretty cool.
Next up is the Shiver Zine.
The Shiver Zine. I call them Zines. Is that wrong? The Shiver Zine or Zine. It looks so good. This is the book. We will also be selling the PDF for like $1. And after you buy it, you can do whatever you want with it. So feel free to give it to friends and stuff. But I think you should get the book because it looks amazing. I don't know if Carver could have possibly done a better job. Honestly, like it feels like Blue Shark Friends. So yeah, if you ever need a graphic design artist, I can't technically say that Car is available, but let me know if you're ever interested, because Car is amazing. Okay, that one's done. Did the zines.
Embroidery.
Embroidery! These are the Fred's embroidery kits, and we are selling 2 things. One is finished made embroidery kits, like Rest is Resistance, and Woke Up Queer Again.
And those are limited.
And these are limited. We only have 4.
Well, one of each.
Yeah.
And they're going to be listed separately.
Yeah. We only have 1 of each. So these are the 3. That's what it was. It's 3. My gender is not up for debate.
4.
It's 4.
I think. No, you're right. It's 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 of the kits, 3
4
of
kits.
the... Yeah.
So if you want to get like one of these explicitly, there's only going to be 1. So when we go live, you'll want to watch out for that. It's okay. We'll tell you when we go live. And then we also have the kits. And we have My Gender is Not Up for Debate. This one is so that you can do the embroidery yourself, which is so cool. Fred is so talented.
She woke up queer again.
This is Woke Up Queer Again. And then we have 2 of Rest is Resistance. So I am so excited. If you have any questions, please send them to the chat or the comments, and we'll be able to answer them. Okay, that's
it. That's the product.
That's our products. That's the community bazaar. Now I say, never trust a community organizer who doesn't have community. And this is how you can show people that you have community. And right now, more than any other time, you need to be able to show who's safe to trust. And I think the best way to do that is through personal relationships and showing what those look like digitally. So, I'm so excited. Okay, our last thing that I want to tell you about is, so we got this grant from, it's called the Trans Justice Fund Project, which saved our asses. Can I say asses? Well, I said it. And we thought about it and realized we wanted to do micro grants to give back to our community. And so we set aside a portion of it to do micro grants with our community. And right now, we are practicing our voting with this site. It's called Dot Storming. One of the things I said last week was you have to do democracy. Like, you have to practice democracy. You don't live in a democracy, you do a democracy. And so, if you have a space where you are investing your time and effort, try to bring democracy to that space. However small it has to be. Sometimes it might just be like having councils, or a lot of corporations will like create some type of board or something. But ways of getting the voices for different people, like employee resource groups. There's a reason why employee resource groups were under the gun when Trump took over. It's because democracy is dangerous to authoritarians. And even small things like that, ways of communicating with each other and organizing around an identity or a need or a belief, that threatens authoritarians. So, I can see like this little explanation, but I want to show the little cards.
There you
Okay. So, with Dot Storming is completely free to sign up, and they have a paid version if that's an interest to you. But so much of their, so much of what you need to access is free. So, if you want to be able to throw together a democratic voting system, like this works, and you just share the link. And we've shared it in our Shiver Signal chat. We've shared it to our Discord. So yeah, that's you click on that, and then you like enter your name, and then you can vote. And the way we decided to do it, and this was something that was really important to me, was we gave everyone 5 votes. So if you're watching this and you're like, I've already voted, most of you who voted did not vote with all 5 of your votes. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going to give you all reminders in other places too, but just so you know, you each get 5 votes. And this allows you to weight things and to decide what is most important to you and not feel like you have to just choose the worst of 2 options. I don't know. This is as close to ranked choice voting as I could find easily accessible. But that's what we did. We said, hey, we want to be able to do these grants. We had 2 cars break down in a funeral recently, so like we were really open with our community about how financially unstable that made us. But one of the things that I wanted to do is be able to say, hey, we're thinking about setting aside some money towards these micro grants. If you feel like you have a project that you could work if you just had like some funding to get started, let us know so we can like put something together around that, because we have funding that we can give now. And we still need to be successful on our Kickstarter. Like our business needs it for successfulness. So that is still super important, but this grant also made it so that we could have this conversation now rather than trying to fit it in out of our profits in the future. And we had a lot more room. So that was huge. And that's That's the thing. I was telling a friend today that I feel like when you bring a community together and you guys start having common goals, your luck changes. And like, yeah, we're living in some shitty times. And I don't know about you, but I have so many friends whose luck seems to keep getting worse and worse. Um, that's by design. That's how genocides work. Um, and it sucks. But as we start to build our own communities and connect with each other and put our brain space and head space pointed towards the same goals. Um, like we had at the beginning of this year, we had one community member who was unhoused, and we had another community member who needed a car in order to like stay afloat. And I had this dream where like Blue Shark Friends was gonna solve everything, and neither of those worked out directly because of Blue Shark Friends. But it was like luck changed, and that was really important to us, and that was something that we put a lot of words and thought and hope towards, and then those things worked out. Um, Communities are magic, and so I want you guys to start just betting on it. Bet on your community. It doesn't have to be like you don't have to quit your job and go, "Hey, support me," like the missionaries do. But you can take small steps. You can start a business, a disabled business, and like baby step your way towards a Kickstarter and fail 1,000 times and take 4 extra months than you thought you'd take. It wasn't 4 extra months. I'm being dramatic. We shot for June. We're moving into September. You can take longer than you expected. You can make a community building methodology that tells you to rest and then try not to rest and then be forced to rest. All of these things can happen. But if you're not doing it alone, even if people are just giving you their leftovers, and if they feel like they have nothing to offer, even if all they have is their presence or being able to listen to you talk about your dreams, that makes a difference. That is magical. So that's what I wanted to leave you with. We have a couple more sites coming out. We are working on shivernet.social, and that's going to be our place to show all the different shivers. Um, Kind of like a. I'm gonna say this, and then Josie's gonna tell me whether that's a terrible idea. Um, Kind of like a front page to the internet from the perspective of a shiver kind of digital community organizing. So, um, but also we're going to have another site that I've been working on, which is an update to our shiver page. Like one of my goals, one of our goals this whole time has been to be able to show our power dynamics and our community building methodology, and so we're updating our shiver page to show that. So that's going to be coming out soon, and then Josie's been working on our toolkit, the Shiver Toolkit, Shiver Doc, and having a website dedicated to showing that. Um, and that's going to be coming soon. So, yeah, it's going. I'm so excited. Okay, it's been good to see you. I know I have a stain on my shirt. It's not even mine, it's my girlfriend's. But hey, fail in public, right? I love you all. I want you to remember that I believe in you and I know that you can do this. So keep reaching out, keep connecting to people, and don't give up. Bye, everyone!